Well, greetings to you, my friends, one and all, wherever you may be viewing from. Welcome once again to another episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and we've got a return to some of my favorite gold and pay dirt from one of my favoriteest companies. And just because we could get some more of it, I had to get some more of it. And we're about to jump into that, but just got to say, we're still, as of the time of this, Hurricane Milton is right, the storm surge is pushing in on Florida. And like I said, a lot of people that were trying to evacuate out are sitting in traffic. They've run out of fuel. The hotels are pretty much packed or non-existent because they were either destroyed from Hurricane Helene or we already have people in them from their homes being destroyed for that storm. So, and then our hearts still go out to all the thousands and thousands of Americans that are, still stranded, family members missing, that are out of contact, and just the total ineptitude and incompetency, bordering on criminal actions again by this administration, to respond to, and now more and more is coming out about the FEMA money that's been totally, misappropriated, misused on illegals, and then we see that the part of the basis of this incompetence is they've got their first DEI, totally incompetent, over, way past her pay grade woman running FEMA now. So, as we've seen over and over and over again, they keep putting incompetent and totally incapable, unqualified people in positions where they should not be, even where they could even see the position, much less be in there dictating terms and how to rescue Americans. It's like I said, it's just pathetic. So the struggling with that, along with the I posted the video on community of the chopper coming down and rotor washing the supplies that they had. The people they're doing the X, waving them off. No, this is not a landing zone. That's what they know. This is and I saw they had a pilot, another pilot talking. They're saying these Black Hawk pilots, these are the best of the best. If they don't do anything, if he made a mistake like that, if he could make a mistake like that, he wouldn't still be a Black Hawk pilot, because he would have been killed off, long ago. So yeah, they're talking about where he hovers, how he pitches. He was already below the 500-foot minimum for being, in that position, just on and on. And yeah, so it's everywhere they turn. And then the whole AI Alexa, whatever it is, saying that yes, the United States, the FEMA cloud seeded this storm to, do this, do that, and and there were several different people that ran it through. That was her response, coming out. And it is there, there's no doubt that that weather weaponry has been a reality for 30, 3 or 4 going on 4 decades. It's to the point where it is written up just like chemical weapons and nuclear weapons, and in terms of warfare, rules of war, that weather control weapons are banned from use under the doctrine of whatever, United Nations or treaties that they have. So it is a real enough weapon that it is included as something you can't use on other countries. So, but that doesn't stop them from using it on us like they do everything else. And don't think for a second if they could, it's all in, consequently red controlling primary states, deciding states, from Florida up through Virginia. You have to wonder. And then you see that giant red storm that came through the mountains there, that was just unheard of. So I've seen like Canyon Rock, I believe it is, and Ashford, Ashland, you know, and those are just devastated. So yeah, again, our hearts go out. The Cajun Navy's been there since day one. United Cajun Navy, giving hats off to them for you know, from Louisiana, representing down here very well, as they always do for these emergencies. The first ones on the scene, the guys with the boats, the guys actually know how to respond to this stuff. They're trained. They have their own meteorologists on staff so they can watch these storms. So again, they are much more well organized and equipped than the wandering FEMA people. And again, they said only they are down to 20%, 19% of their standard FEMA personnel, because all of them are down processing people on the border, which using up FEMA money that they're denying is going on. So the ones that are coming in are basically brand new, right off the boat, looking at their handbook FEMA people that have no idea, and they're requesting, hey, can we get some senior people up here to manage this, because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. And it's evident everywhere you look and every report you see. And I'll tell you what, I believe all these YouTube videos and coverage that you see on these independent channels that are showing these people, I believe the first-hand accounts of these people well before I believe anything that comes out of these lying administration, because if it comes out of their mouth, if they're admitting to something, you know they're lying about it. So, all right, my friends, well, we got lucky. Milton missed us completely. I cannot imagine what between Helena, you know, we you know, after ours came through relatively unscathed compared to what we could have had, and then these last two that were so bad, we got off real lucky this year. So all right, and I've still got a lot of shit to do on interior repairs now, but very cool. I'm still 100% though. My two fences that I've built since the storm, I was just thinking about the other day. I'd gone over and checked the one I'd done at the YMCA, that long 125 foot stretch. It was standing like this against the force of the wind coming full length, full width of it, and it didn't take it down. So, and then the new fence that I just built right down the street here for my neighbors that I built last year, and it didn't lose a board all the way around. So, and even my little awning that I'd replaced after the awning came down from the Hurricane Ida, and again, the wind was coming this way and blowing straight into it, and it survived. So I'm happy to say I'm still 100% on everything, on every storm down here that I've built and done. So, all right, little horn tooting there. And let's get on with it from the decaying gold center of South Louisiana, gold epicenter of South Louisiana. Our table, little Halloween haunting beginning. Some initial haunting action, and our bag of high grader gold nugget sales. #1 Happy Fun Time Gold. This is a 3 gram bag from the Rose Creek, Nevada formation of the rare gold. You can see it does have the same look there. We got our thank you tag from Mike at the top. So we are going to get right into this one. Oh, I didn't bring my scissors. Oh, I didn't bring my scissors out here, but that's halfway decent tear, I guess. And this is this round with this dirt, unlike the first time when he did this, it comes with a 1 gram nugget, 1 gram minimum nugget guarantee for it. So we'll have to get our water set up here. We got our little Trump guy back there. Like I said last time, I got him on his dish, so if he falls, I don't have to try to crawl around behind the fence and get him out. Actually, I've got all the. I was digging for dirt because I'm working on the Blood Bayou 4. This is our 4th year, our 4th Halloween on the channel. So that Blood Bayou, along with, I'm going to be throwing in, because I'd gotten that awesome dirt from Australian dirt from Jordan. Gold Thumb Prospecting had just sent me, but in the past, what I've been using, and I would cut this stuff as well in it. I didn't usually use it, straight, but like this is the original red clay from the Gold Bay wire gold. That was such murder to get that fine wire gold out. And then the subsequent bag that I got from the next time was not quite the same kind of red clay. It was close, but it was still a little bit different. But I would use that as well. And then we'd also have, I think this is part of one of the other bags that I just had separated out. So, but but along with this, we will be including that red Australian dirt. And but yeah, this is my bag of, like, there's from, I still owe Music Man. There's our bag from Music Man back from over a year ago. I got to get something together for him and Dirty Paws and a number of other people that I'm so far behind. They sent me stuff to try of their stuff. And so yeah, I've got that, but I've got the 666 bottle made up. And so bottle number 6, Pay Dirt, and then bottle number 67 is already sold. And like I said, I was planning on doing it up through maybe 75. So, usually I do, a few bags for the Halloween, depending on, what the demand was on it. But for the 666 bag, I'm going to do I've never seen it done. I'm not sure how well it'll work or if anybody's going to want to do it, but we're going to put it on. I'm going to do a video for it instead of doing a comment video or anything like that. It's just going to be an open auction video where, what is this? Yeah, we'll leave the comment video. I'll set it for like 24 hours. Start it one day until the next. And people can put their bids on it. And it'll count down until at like the last 10 minutes. I'll go on and we'll count it down for if there's multiple people wanting to get in on it at that time, and the last bid will get it in. And I'm pretty sure that the messaging on comments is instantaneous, as long as you just have to refresh. So just be a lot of doing some refreshing there at the end, waiting for that last chance. But I thought that might be a fun way to do it. And then I'll be like I said, I'm going to have the other bottles available. You can email me. Like I said, this is the first one. I'm working on the third one now for number 67. And like I said, I plan on it going from 66 to 75. So we'll see. But at any rate, let's get. Congratulations to our winners from last week on the live chat giveaway for Kenvo and James Culver won Ken won the Bayou Gold bottle there, the Halloween pumpkin bottle, our first Halloween bottle, and James won the amethyst amulet or pendant or whatever. And man, I was out here. I've got one habanero pepper that was doing on my plants after all year. I guess we go over here and take a little quick look. Here's my gang out here. There's my little Shody Jr. there. There's Hurricane. There's Milk. That's the outside crew. And then my little wild feral cat. That's the daddy of my little babies that we just had the addition to down on Saturday night. I spent the night delivering little kittens, another litter of 6 beautiful, healthy little babies. But This is my Carolina Reaper, hottest peppers in the world, and it is just now finally getting some blooms on it. So I've been out here with my cotton, hand pollinating them. And then this was the habanero plant that had the pepper that I put, this pepper was on it, and it fell off. There's a couple of more that are sprouting out that have gotten pollinated and some other blooms. So, but it's so late in the season. Again, there's another, these are, both of these are habaneros that grew from last year and came back this year. And then my little pekins down there. But just everything struggled. My boy, that's one of my pots of chives right there. And then there's my other one that this thing's 10, 11 years old, and it has never shrunk down that much. And there's my little chomper. It's down to that one little sprout that's coming back because it hasn't been doing, nothing's been doing well. It's almost like Excalibur and King Arthur, that when the king is sick, the kingdom is sick. And we've had this decrepit, decaying corpse, just sucking the life out of our country. But it seems like it's almost, it's been, this is going on 3 years. That first year after Trump, everything was able to keep rolling along from what he'd built. And then it's just been decaying since then. It's like, my plants that normally do well are even, so that's what I connect it to. The land, the king is the land. I always loved that movie. That was a good movie, Excalibur, back in the 80s. But yeah, so I went out there and found this pepper laying on the pile. Now let's take a little test on the side and see how hot these are. Even though it's got a little rot where it's turning. Yeah, see, that's green. It actually has a pretty decent little habanero flavor coming through, but it's almost like eating a bell pepper. That's weird. No heat at all on that. And that's habaneros are hot peppers. So now it's getting kind of an acidic quality to it. So, all right, well, there we go. But yeah, so congratulations to our winners on that. Appreciate you guys and everybody that was tuned in and guessed the number. I didn't get a chance to do this between the rain and the work I was doing. And then, let's see, where's our pile we want to use here? I don't think I'm even going to classify this down at all, because I want to wait and see what our nugget looks like. Get our, damn, I'm out of time to re-up the jet drive. All right, I think we're good to go here. It's got some big rocks in this stuff, but like I said, I just don't want to, I don't want to even, hold on, this ain't going to work. Yeah, this was some awesome stuff when it came out, and then we ran out of it after a few years, a couple years, and everybody's been waiting for it to come back. So a few months ago it did. Hey, what are you doing? Get back, cats. And everyone is just thrilled. Excuse me. Because it is some awesome 23 karat gold. And say, yes, normally you would, like I said, normally you would classify this down two or three times. But we're, like I said, we're wanting to save seeing the nugget. Go ahead and let our pan do the work. So green pans work very well. As long as you keep it stratified, that gold's not gonna get away from you. You're getting down already to Pretty good level there. This is definitely some unique dirt for this Nevada material. I think you can see we got a little something showing up there at the top right now. Our first catch of the day. And look how we got a little speck there beside him too. Wet fingers. That is crystallized gold. Can I pick it up? Small, but yeah, we can call that a picker. Just look at the character on that stuff. Very nice. Where's his little? Oh, there's his little buddy right there. All right, I'm gonna go give this a quick spin in the sun, and I'll be right back. Oh man, we had a couple of little couple more little tiny specks that showed up in there. You may notice I got my finger wrapped up. I laid it open just barely short of cutting the end of it off Friday before the video for the week the show came up. I was cutting up chicken wings in the damn sink with my new fillet knife. I think I might have mentioned my fillet knife I've had for, I don't know, 15 years here. I can't find it anywhere. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't see how I could have just thrown it away or the cats carried it off, but it's gone. So I didn't have a good knife. My butcher knives, they couldn't sharpen up well enough. They're old cheap knives, but so I got this nice fillet knife, 7-inch blade, and saltwater grip and all that, and yeah, I'm doing those chicken wings, and I cut into it, and it went right down. And it's doing for it to be in less than a week. It is. I'm trying to. I still have sensitivity on the skin there, but it cut from here all the way around past the nail and stopped here. So there's only that much room that kept it from cutting the full, and my bone right there as I'd cut down and around on that chicken as it sliced down. Normally I'm not slicing in, I'm cutting stuff like with potatoes, flat, straight and cut. But on that, as I cut and rolled it, my hand underneath it somehow just poor knife skills. I'm not used to working with a knife that hard. So, but yeah, considering it's only been a week, it's but when if I bang on it, it hurts like hell. So, just, I keep dousing it with rubbing alcohol. Yeah, it's been quite the hindrance for the last 6 days. Well, no, I guess it's been 5 days now. Yeah, I get it on Friday night. It's Wednesday, but I need to get back to work. But I can't grip anything without it, like I said, bulging that. And I'm right-handed, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue, but it is. Just like holding this pen here, I can't hold it underneath with this finger because I can't put pressure on it like that. It's still trying to keep it from opening up and bleeding. I'll have to remember to put a warning before I go into that part whenever I edit this. Actually, I left a little too much material in there, I believe. But we've got some very nice gold showing up. Ah. I'll get this out, then I'll go back through and pan it down a little farther. I forget to mention whenever you guys, especially you guys that are watching this stuff that aren't experienced with doing this, like when you see me when I was working to get that fine gold out on some of these pans, and you'll see me sitting there washing material around and getting that, collecting it up into a little pile of fine gold. I'm doing that for the video. If you're doing that just trying to retrieve your gold as you're washing it down, as soon as you can see, you know, some that you can collect, you always want to grab it up. Don't prolong it for, you know, I mean, you can if you want to. If you're, you know, wanting to be the most efficient, you want to grab it up as soon as you see it. But yeah, I mean, it adds to the challenge of it when you're wanting to get it into a, you know, you're trying to wash pieces of gold this size, material away from gold this size, and as well as this size. That's why you classify down, because you have to wash a lot harder to move that away when there's big rocks sitting next to small gold. So if that was classified down, the material around it would be smaller, and you would not have to worry about not washing away your fine gold to get your larger rocks. But as you see there, if you keep right angle on your pan and you don't wash, you know, usually I'm pretty vigorous on my pans, and you guys see me going through. It was funny when Troubledon was doing his bag from under the stand. He missed that I'd added gold to it. He's thinking I'd lost that much gold. I'm thinking, really? You think that little of me that I've washed away that much gold under my damn stand? That was funny. He's going, man, you need to, you know. and then he had a disclaimer above it because he'd recorded it, and then realized that okay, wait. So yeah, it was a humorous thing. I appreciate you, Trouble. That was a good video on doing that. You handled it very well. That was some tough stuff. I still think you still had a little bit left in the bag. You did not get all of it, but it's tough to get. I did not make it easy for you. I saw you taking on, I don't know which one, I hadn't watched it yet, for 9 Fingers, but 9 Finger Mining. But yeah, I was almost 9.5 finger the other night, so I'm glad to still have them all. So there we go. Very nice. Little chunky. Oh, I know I can pick it up because I got that other little one. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Look at that. Look at that buttery character and quality of that gold, and just beautiful stuff. And this is 23 karat. Very cool though. Yeah. Nice character. So we'll go ahead and suck this up. I think it'll all fit in the tube. Yes, it will. Got some fine gold in there with that too. So yeah, as you see, you can work with it and get all of it out without classifying. You just need to little change up your panning strategy a bit as you get down. Like I said, I'm going to go back through this, wash that down some more, because I'm betting there's one little speck I see already showing up right there, but that's what I imagine. We got in there a couple of those like I found last time. So I'll be back. All right. So there we go. That's what had gotten by me in the pan. You can see that's some pretty fine stuff there. And some other, I mean, those are still tiny specks, but no gold left behind. So never dump your pan before you go through it a couple of times after you. That's why I don't like. I see people that go through and rinse it off and rinse out their material like that. Well, you could be rinsing out gold when you're doing that and not know it a lot of the time. And that's why I don't do that. Now, whenever you're doing like, even when I'm doing my snuffer dump and I've got the finer material, that's silt and stuff that I'm rinsing out, I'm leery about doing that because of the rinsing out like that fine gold specks that you just saw there that we had. That could be washed out with it. So let's see. Hold on. All right, let's get this one underway. But first, there you go. Pick a number, any number. Lost it's the same number I picked, between 1 and 100. Yeah, I lost my little dingers. If y'all remember, we lost our clackers some time ago. So we had to make it's a two tool job now to ring the bell. I was looking for my little metal discs, burner discs out here. I guess they're all in the inside. Oh no, there they are. I just didn't look hard enough. That little chimey there, but all right. Anyway, the message is clear. Enter your guesses, win a prize. This is going to be about 2/10 of gold in this, with the Halloween themed little bottle there. Good luck to you all. Package total. Be fair. He's the one that keeps repetitively winning my random pick a number, guess a number. Even whenever I had done, whenever he'd won, I had it videoed for calling it up on the Google, pick a random number, and he got it. He was like, it was his first guess, and it was like in the first 3 or 5 guesses in the live chat. And I don't know, he's won, I think, 5 times, maybe 5 or 6 times on the channel over the years. There are a few that are the channel karma works well with them on the channel. Mr. Minix, I believe Chris W has been lucky a couple of times. But we've had a lot of winners over the years for sure. But when you get a repeat, I mean, not even the random name picker, it's the random number generator. Somebody pick a number for that to do it that often. Repeating, that's pretty wild. Okay, I thought I wasn't recording there. Ooh, we're getting down in that bag. I'm seeing some even more golds. I'm gonna make sure I get more of it out this time. Yeah, I just had to do something different for the Halloween Bayou, Blood Bayous, than I've done for the last few, just because it's just gonna get repetitive. So I thought the Demon Gators would be fun. Little did I realize that it was gonna take over twice as long to draw these things and think up different ones for each one and sketch them out, and then come up with color. And so yeah, I'm kind of hoping maybe it won't be that big of a demand to have to do that 8 more times. I don't know. We'll see. It's all right. There's some chunkiness showing through. We got some more fines in there. Very fines. Right up there in that top corner. I mentioned this before, but for those of you that maybe haven't seen every every episode, when you're doing that tapping on your pan, depending on how you're holding it and how hard you tap it, it determines how much you move the gold versus the material. If you hold it like loose in your hand where the pan's kind of floppy, you get more action. If you hold it, actually we got a lot of dirty water in there. Whereas if you hold it more rigid, the gold will jump in little shorter steps when you're tapping, as opposed to, like I said, that looser grip gives it more action. And then combine that with how hard you tap, you can walk that gold away from a lot of the material you're trying to get it out of. I messed up there because there's no jet dry in my bottle here, and I was wanting to get that stuff floating. All right, that's gonna have to be picked up, but check that out. Some nice additions. That looks like a nice little wire piece of gold right there. Yes, it is. Gotta love this stuff. Oh, I don't want to wash any more sand in there. That ought to pick up with the bottle. Sometimes you got to get it just the right angle. Sometimes it just won't go, or it sticks out of the tube like that. There we go. It just needed to be angled a bit. Getting closer to that nugget. I'm going to work this down and we'll be back. I guess y'all are still running through numbers. All right, I saw a little gold flash, so it was time to return. I guess speaking of time to return, I need to address one more fucking time. Big Texas prospecting. I've had a couple of comments off the video. I went back and amended my video I'd done on him from over a year ago, warning people don't buy from this seller, that it's fraud. And again, I don't base that on anything other than what the people that he has defrauded, have ripped off, have told me. And so, they were defending him, saying you're picking on the guy and he's got mental illness or what, that all may be the case. That has no bearing on ripping people off. He came on my channel on the live chat. I didn't do it, not last week when we were doing gold, the week before, or it might have been last week. I don't know. They all run together, but he popped up on my channel in the live chat and said, "Hey, I'm back." And, no, you're not. I blocked him and muted him. And somebody said that he thought that it was YouTube had done it. But no, you're not going to come on my channel and promote bullshit whenever I know that you have not made it right yet and have no intention of it. He has 50 Patreons still on his channel, people that are, giving him money. So, I know when you've been suckered, you don't like to feel like, that you've been taken advantage of, and you try to, a lot of people try to logic it out for, oh, it's not their fault, or it's, oh, it's just Patreon. Nobody, well, yeah, you promised that you were going to do this. I've talked to people that, owed hundreds of dollars out of the Patreon, and, they ended up getting a $1,000 back. And it was like, fine, whatever. Not going to deal with it anymore. Stopped, and signed out. And they were ones that he was mentioning by name as current Patreons when he was back, hawking his crap on his channel again. So no, you're that you're not going to make excuses for why you ripped people off and took advantage of people that are willing to trust you. And you're certainly not going to promote it on my channel. I went back and looked. Miller had done, had called out on his because he promoted him big time for. I still never understood that, but yeah, he needs to go back and do the same thing. He has 2 videos out on his that I mean, they don't have many views on them, but I don't believe. But the at least he warned about it. Well, that's more than he did on Lynch when he let people. I mean, if you got your name on their company logo on your channel and your name's on their business, and you let people that are watch your channel get ripped off by them for 6 months, and then come up and make excuses for why they got away with it, because yeah, they lost a kid. Oh, horrific. But I don't give a shit. You ripped off thousands of people. And I've never heard any apologies or anything from the guy that's got their names all over his fucking channel. So I don't really think much of that. I also didn't think much whenever I'm watching him do these fucking bags, telling Mike you're overcharged, you're undercharged, and these are worth a lot more money. You should be making more money on this. Well, I went back and rewatched the the live chat. And I'm waiting for somebody to tell him, dude, shut the fuck up, Yeah, your Patreon pays for your crap. The rest of us have to actually pay for this stuff. We don't need you telling him how great his bags are, how he should raise the price on. I mean, like I said, I've talked to a couple of people that were the same way, going, yeah, what the fuck? This bag should be charged more for. This bag should be, and no, all you have to say is, nice deal. It's a good buy. I highly recommend it. Mike's very generous. Not, like I said, we're part of this community, and I don't care who you are. If there's something that should be called out on it, especially when nobody else wants to say anything, because they've got this, this or that idea. So. But yeah, there's no Big Texas Prospecting. Miller needs to go over and amend his channel on that as well, because as far as I'm concerned, he's still back at it, and he's going to try to rip more people off. And I would not, he's done it once. I'm not going to say, yeah, you won't do it this time. Go ahead and buy stuff from him. Go ahead and get in on his. And if you may have noticed now that YouTube, Patreon has changed their laws where you cannot use terms like, I wonder if it's a coincidence that the things that he was doing on his channel and his illegal lottery that he was trying to run on the side scam with it, like a numbers game. That's what I turned off all this shit. I went on there and saw that. I was like, no, this is convoluted enough that he's going to confuse people, try to get, you're trying to get away with something when you're that fucking bullshitted. Yeah, I'm seeing some gold breaking through right there. I'm expecting we should have a pretty nice piece hiding in here at the end. There she blows. Dang, Hurricane, tearing that fence down, boy. He's in his back in his usual spot. All right, here we go. There she is. Look at that baby. That is a hunk of gold right there. That is a solid thunk. Just look at that. Holy cow. That's beautiful. I'd say that's a solid 1 3/4 gram nugget. Or maybe 1.5. But Beautiful. That is a good sound. And we got a little bit left there at the top to get. Now what I will do is go through and run all this through the big kitchen steamer basket to get the big rocks out of the way on this. And then I will use my Mine Lab pan that I use to rip through this material like one pan full. You know, the things are great with those big riffles. Damn, I'm seeing gold rising up here. I need to, I guess I'm going to have to add some. Did you see that? That stuff just came up, floated down, and landed right there, all the way up from up there. That's the thing. Once water is removed from it, as soon as the water's off of it, gold's hydrophobic. It literally almost dries instantly as far as the water surface tension level on it. And so whenever next time a layer of water right there, you see that, it picked that up and is floating it around, just like those bugs you see running around on the surface of the water, or the little black oval ones that zip around like little motorboats. We'll get this out of the way, and I'm going to go back through this with some, douse it down with some soup. That nugget is nice. And a good amount of fine gold in here in this one. Again, you see that stuff lift up, it's floating around there. That's just crazy. A little bit of jet dry makes all the difference on that. That is a great sound. We're going to go ahead and drop it in the little nugget tray with Trump over there. Looks good sitting over there. I dumped the snuffer before I realized it, and I just was not going to reload all this back in for the sake of the visual. So there we go. We did our snuffer dump. I went through all my tailings. I had a few, probably about 10 little tiny micro specks that were very small. And it looks like we got everything we were supposed to. Very nice, beautiful stuff. Got some cool little chunks. Again, some very fine. We'll get it dried up, weighed up, and pick a winner. that goes off when the cats come in and look. So, all right, well, we've got our gold in, but let's check out our live chat giveaway. Winner was for number 87 tonight. I just picked that randomly. Number 87. So congratulations to our winner of that. And you will be getting your bottle of gold PAYDIRT there with our pumpkin on it there. You can see it's already sealed up, got the gold and the goodies in it. And so there's our weight on it. And I'm sure we'll be having that was $1.25 at the dollar store. So yeah. So let's go ahead and turn that off. So it'll okay, let's get our up here. Our light is on. So all right, well, we've got our scale here. We've got our dried gold, 23 karat. Definitely some beautiful stuff. Our big nugget there. Actually, I'm kind of, these are a lot of, it's a more smaller stuff than I was really expecting in this. The original bag I did without the big nugget had some nice, I've got those very cool nuggets that I got. It looked like the cow and the crab. And then that last bag, it had some nice chunks in it along with the chunk. But this, like I said, this is all pretty much small. I mean, it's beautiful stuff, but on a 3 gram bag, I was expecting some bigger pieces along with the nugget. But let's just goes to show you, Mike does not play favorites. Wherever you are, you're going to get every bag of gold is different. So let's check out our. This is a minimum 1 gram nugget. Like I said, I'm betting that there's at least 1.5 grams on that. First I said 1 3/4, and then I knocked it down to 1.5. But yeah, 1.73, 23 karat, 7.3 to 7.4. 2.1. This is a 3 gram guarantee. 3.6. 1014, and there we go. Consistently, like I said, I've said it before. Normally, whenever you get these, you're going to have 1.05 tenths of a gram is his pretty much standard. So yeah, when you get a 3 gram bag, you can expect it to be between 3.12 and 16. And see if I move the scale to the right position there. 1.5 to 16. We are well over. And so yeah, like I said, there was just more finer small gold in here than I've gotten on the other bags of this, on this 24 karat stuff. Usually he puts it in where you've got some a little nicer pieces to show it off. But that color, again, it sparkles, unlike just shines. It's a diamond sparkle, gold shines, but that crystallized gold and crystalline gold does tend to almost have a faceted quality to it. So it's pretty cool stuff for sure. Very glad to have it. And we got some little wire pieces in there. So thanks again to Mike for that nugget will go into the nugget batch. I've got quite a few nice chunky pieces of this high grader stuff. And you guys have been getting some of it too, of the smaller stuff. Not necessarily my nuggets, but yeah, spread it around. So all right, well let's see. Let's take a look at it and see what we got on this one. All right, well I have crunched some El Nombres, and not surprisingly, this was awesome. We've got the 3 grams are 3.16 grams. I bought for $257.95 on August the 20th, when gold was $25.31 an ounce, as opposed to $26.24 like it is today. And with the price of that day, gold value of this stuff is $257.21. So within, what is 74 cents. So yes, needless to say, whenever we did the ROI on this is a 100% ROI. And I did buy this with 2 other bags when I got it. I got this with the White Horse bag we already did with, was a 0.5 gram, and I still have the Coyote Creek top shelf or lower shelf, one of the shelves, the new one that they've got with the 1 gram bag and that. So all 3 of those bags came shipped for $11.95. So I don't count price postage on my prices anyway. But if we did, we'd still be at 98% ROI on this. So beautiful stuff. And like I said, these little smaller pieces, but they are, you know, when you zoom in on them, they are definitely that, you know, that beautiful, beautiful 23 karat awesome gold. So once again, gold nugget sales never disappoint. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not disappointed about this. I'm just kind of surprised that compared to the other ones I've gotten, these were all there would have been less of this and a couple of bigger pieces here. So, you know, especially on this high grader stuff where people want to really see those nice chunky pieces. But like I said, I'm glad to get it. We've got our beautiful 1 point, well over the 1 gram guarantee on that. So, all right. Thank you again, Mike. I'm trying to set up the camera for this, and he's insistent. My little Apple head. I was watching a YouTube. Randy Canana, I think his name is, but he does sitting with dogs. But he was sitting with a little dog, and it was like kind of like Gizmo, Chihuahua. But he was talking about a little Apple head, and I realized that's what it reminds me of. He does. He's got a little Apple head, so that stuck with me now. So I've been calling him Applehead for the last 3 days. He's my little Applehead. So, and with that, we will bid a fond adieu to our gold nugget sales 23 karat high grader 3 gram bag from the Rose Creek Formation in Nevada. And yeah, the pathetic state where they had the nude Trump set up in their town on the edge of the highway, which is just pornographically disgusting as well on so many levels. But that's what these people do. And that is, my friends, why we are a country in decline. And if we do not want it to end up a country destroyed, start voting. Early voting is kicking off now everywhere. We can early vote, I believe, next week. I'll be getting on it here, and I'll be letting you guys know when I do it. And hopefully it'll encourage a few of you guys to get get those early votes in. We're going to see, like I said, major issues from all on the East Coast of conservatives trying to get their votes to count this election. And I just saw we're in Denton County, Texas, just 30 minutes from my old stomping ground, Little Elm. They are instructing their poll workers to give ballots to people with illegals with driver's license to allow them to vote, and that's wrong. That's felony wrong. So, but that is what I was saying before. They've got some kind of plan that they're going to try to flip Texas over this, and that's why, and have given up on so much of some of the more crucial key states in this. But they're up to something in Texas, so that's going to require some very, very close watching. So, all right. Well, that being said, I thank you all once again for joining me. Congratulations to our winner of our latest Halloween Scary Bayou. It's you can see it's got some goodies in there, and I think it's already sealed up. You saw the gold weight, and we'll be doing it again next week too. We'll probably do it every week with leading up to Halloween. And I said I'm going to be posting probably maybe this weekend or something for the 666 bag, and I'm still working on the Blood Bayou 4 bottle. I say bags, bottles. You know what I'm talking about. So again, if anybody wants to reserve any of those, email me. And with that being said, also, if you would hit that like, subscribe button, I appreciate it. And we're also doing giveaways. Not giveaways, we are doing thank yous on the membership channel. So keep that in mind, as well as some members-only videos and things like that. I guess that'll wrap it up. Anybody that's crying about Miller prospecting, he's a big boy. He can take a little criticism. If not, you're in the wrong damn business on YouTube. I'll tell you that right now. No, I was not attacking Miller, but I was just calling out something he said. I warned several different times on my channel from February 2nd, I believe. February 1st, February 2nd was the last time they put an order out and at their company. And I know because John and I both would order together a lot of times just for fun. We'd see who did our orders. Sometimes our orders would be 1 or 2 numbers apart. Sometimes they'd be back to back on order numbers, just to see how many. I'm going to order, then you order in an hour, and let's see, because they claimed that they were selling 4,000 bags of Belmont every month. So imagine if they were picking up 4,000 bags every month from February through May, when they actually finally bankrupted and stopped taking it. Because I went in May, at the beginning of May, I went in and put in another order because it said on the site, we're not, if you didn't see it at the opening, it's a line saying we're not shipping anymore. And, but you could put in an order, run it through, and tell it to take off your card, and it would run. I had to stop it before it charged my card. It would have taken the order in May after they had shut down. Again, so that was pure intent of criminal fraud and theft from Lynch Mining. And again, not to call it out, when you got them on your channel and your name's on theirs, to me, that's wrong. So, same thing, BTP. Y'all, like I said, I know people hate to feel like they've gotten swindled and try to, justify it in their heads, but fact is, it's happened. It's not been made right. And even if it was, I'm not going to trust you again, but I might not, ban you from the channel. But no, as long as there's people that have still ripped off, you are not welcome anywhere near my fucking channel. I'll tell you that right now. And I will warn everyone against dealing with you at all, no matter who you are. Same thing. I mean, y'all see right there. I'm the biggest gold nugget sales fan there is, but I expected there would have been bigger pieces in that 24 karat, 23 karat high grader. A little disappointed. I'm not gonna act like, look at joy. Like I said, that's just not the way I am here. Y'all know it. I don't mean to offend people. Some people I do mean to specifically offend. Yes, I wish to heavily offend them, but definitely not people in the community that are right at behaving. And the vast majority are people that are just good, generous, kind, people that just enjoy having, the joy of gold without the avarice and greed and, that you see from people that get involved in this. And gold is, it's, grab as much as I can, any way I can. And the larger the community's gotten, the more of those people that infiltrate into it. So, like I said, just be wary, my friends, and we will continue to sound the alarm. My good friend Jim and Jeff used to be the watchdog of this community, and he is, he's been in it for a while. I haven't seen him in a while. He's been having some medical issues, like a lot of people have, and we wish him the very best. He was working his ass off out there when he shouldn't have been. And I'd always ask him, are you overdoing it? And kind of like our buddy Rob of the Rocky Mountain Life, doing the animal rescues and 4 paws. He needs to be healing, and he's always out there, doing it all for, other people and veterans. So, like I said, he's a big boy. He can take it. So you guys, you feel free to voice any opinion you want on this channel. I only take out the very few that come up that would qualify as being, disrespectful or hate speech, whatever. So, even hating to use that term because it's so, it's so left pussy. But all right, my friends, once again, thank you so much. The Apple Head boy and I appreciate it. Our little babies are doing well. My little girl that was on the antibiotics, if y'all saw my video, how to pill your cat, she's 100% better. And it's just it's happy times on the Bayou. So until the next time, this is Bayou Gold Guys saying take care of each other and peace out, my friends, and get those early votes in.